Hello, and welcome to BL-101 New Testament Greek, Lesson 3, Lab. During this lab session, we will be practicing the Greek to English exercises, using the vocabulary words found in Lesson 3, and reviewing the variations of each verb based on the present active indicative suffixes. Here's our list of vocabulary words. Go ahead and stop the video. Write down these words on a sheet of paper, and then go over these words and make sure you can translate each word accurately. When done, continue on with the video, and we'll review your work. Here's exercise number 1. The first word we're dealing with is the word blepo. Blepo has the stem of blep, and the present active indicative conjugation of o, which is the first person singular. Combining it together, we see it's the present active indicative, first person singular, translating it, blepo, I see, or I am seeing. The second example is the word blepase. Blepase. Once again, this is using the stem from blepo, or blep, with the present active indicative, second person singular, conjugation at the end, ace. Present active indicative, you know, goes o, ace, a, amen, etta, usi. So it's blepase, blep, stem, ace, second person singular, translating, thou seest, or thou art seeing. The third example in section 1 is blepe. Once again, we're using the blep stem with the present active indicative, third person singular, a. This would be translated, he sees, he is seeing. Now, example number 2. First word is gnoskamen. Gnoskamen. Notice the stem comes from gnosko, or the stem is gnosk, with the present active indicative conjugation of amen. Amen. That's a first person plural. Translation, gnoskamen is we know, or we are knowing. Second word, gnoskete. Gnoskete. Once again, the stem is gnosk, with a present active indicative conjugation of ete, which is the second person plural. Translated, ye, or you know, or you are knowing. The third word, gnoskusi. Gnoskusi. Once again, the stem is gnosk, and the present active indicative conjugation is usi. O-ace-a, ameneta, usi. That's a third person plural. Translated, gnoskusi means they know, or they are knowing. Here's a third example. The word we're dealing with is grapho. Grapho. The stem is graph. Present active indicative conjugation is o. That's the first person singular. Translation, I write, or I am writing. Second word, didasko. Didasko. The stem, didask. Present active indicative conjugation is o, which also is a first person singular. Translated, I teach, or I am teaching. Third word, lambanes. Lambanes. The stem is lamban. Conjugation is ace. O, ace, a. That's a second person singular. Translated, thou takest, thou art taking. Next example, legete. Legete. Stem, leg, from Lego. Present active indicative conjugation, ete. O, ace, a, amen, ete. So it's a second person plural. Ye, or you, sayest, or ye are saying. Graphete, next word, comes from grapho. Ete, once again, that's a second person plural. Translated, ye, or you write, or ye are writing. Third word, ek-a. It's coming from the word echo. Ek is the stem. Epsilon iota, O ace A, that's a third person singular. He has, or he is having. Example 5. Gnoske. Gnoske. Gnosk is the stem. A is the conjugation. That is O ace A, third person singular. He knows. He is knowing. Second word, luamen. Luamen comes from the word luo. So the word stem is lu. First person plural, amen. We loose, we destroy, or we are loosing, or we are destroying. The third word, graphes. Graphes comes from the word grapho. Stem is graph. The conjugation is ace, O ace A, so that's thou writest, second person singular, thou art writing. Example 6. First word, lambanete. Lambanete. Stem is lamban from lambano. Conjugation, ete, O ace A, amen, ete. That is ye or you take, you are taking. Second word, luusi, from luo, right? Conjugation, usi, O ace A, amen, usi. It's they loose, they destroy, or they are loosing, or they are destroying. Last word is ekamen. Ekamen from ek, echo. The stem is ek, with the conjugation of amen. We have, or we are having. Example number 7. First word is gnoskamen. Stem is gnos from gnosko. Amen, first person plural, we know, we are knowing. Second word, graphete, from the word grapho, stem, graph. Conjugation is ete, that's second person plural, ye, or you write, or you are writing. Third word, lego. Lego. The stem is leg. The ending, conjugation is o, first person singular, I say, or I am saying. Okay, almost done here. Example 8. First word, blepete, comes from the word blepo. Stem is blep. Conjugation is ete. That is second person plural. Ye, or you see, you are seeing. Second word, didaske, comes from didasko, which means I teach. Didask is the stem. A, O ace A, that's a third person singular. He teaches, or he is teaching. Third word in this example is graphusi. Graphusi comes from the word grapho. The stem is graph. And the conjugation is usi, O ace A, amaneta usi. So that's a third person plural. They write, or they are writing. Okay, last example here, example number 9. First word is didaskes. Didaskes comes from didasko, which means the stem is didask. Conjugation is ace, O ace A, that's a second person singular. Translated, thou teachest, or thou art teaching. Second word, ekamen. Ekamen. The stem is ek from echo. Conjugation is a first person plural, amen. We have, or we are having. Our last word from our last example here is luete. Luete. It comes from the word luo, meaning I loose or I destroy. So the stem is lu. The conjugation is ete, which is a second person plural. Ye loose, or ye destroy. You are loosing, or you are destroying. Okay, now we've completed Lesson 3 Lab, our Greek to English exercises. If I seem to have been going too fast for you, that's okay. The good part about these lessons is you can always rewind the class, study the material some more, and take the class again. If you do have any questions, you know how to reach me. My website is ntgreektutor.wordpress.com. If you have any questions, comments, if you need help with your Greek, do not hesitate to give me a call. That is why I am here. We're here to help you. So God bless you, and looking forward to lesson number 4.